What's up, babes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya, if this is your very first time here. Today we are doing a chill get ready with me type of video. We are going to do hair and makeup today. I have been getting some requests for some hair tutorials, so I figured, you know, let me go ahead and sprinkle them in there with a makeup tutorial. When I started this video, I kind of just rolled out of bed and just got to filming, so I hope that you guys really enjoy this. Before we hop into it, please make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, so that you are updated when new videos come out. Also make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so that you are updated when new videos go up. All right, let's hop into this very chill get ready with me. Okay, y'all, so today is gonna be like a real get ready with me because I just rolled out of bed, if you can't tell. It is Saturday and me and Amira just like stayed in the bed for an extended amount of time. So I was like, I'm gonna do a get ready with me anyway, so I might as well just do everything. I usually sleep on my silk pillowcase, so I am going to do my hair with you guys. Yesterday I did do a high puff and I had defined my curls, so we still got a little bit of curl definition in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and just go in with you guys this morning, or this afternoon. It's almost 1 o'clock. I just got out of bed. Don't judge me. So typically I do keep warm water in a spray bottle. I don't even know where I got this. It's very, very old. So I'll just spray my hair and get it nice and wet. And I am just gonna pull it up, like I said, into a high pony, but with, like, you know, defined curls. My hair is already reminiscent of that hairstyle. We're just gonna pop it up. So I just want to refresh it. So I have been using the Eco Styling Gel, the argan oil kind, for my little slick ponytails and slick ups. And I've come to really love this stuff. For me, it doesn't like flake up a lot, and you know that can be an issue. So I'm just gonna take some of this and put it all the way around the perimeter of my hair. And I'm gonna take my paddle brush and just brush it up. I'm not brushing like my curls at the top, I'm just brushing the hair that's gonna be slick. And I am gonna want this out, so I'm gonna leave that little piece out. And I am going to take a ponytail holder. This one is very old and raggedy. And I'm just gonna put it around the hair. I do want this to be more of a top ponytail, so I'm gonna keep it up here and just put this around it. I'm not gonna double it or anything. I'm just gonna go one good time, pull it down, and let it fly. So I'm gonna go in a minute to define some of these curls a little bit more, but first I'm gonna spray my little flyaways with water. And typically with these I would just like finger curl them. So sometimes I put like leave-in conditioner on it and finger curl them, but for me sometimes it works without like having a product. I just use water and that's good enough. And these actually, you know, will curl up. You see how that one just got super short? Usually after I finger curl it, I will like pull it underneath my ear. Even if I don't have an earring on, it will still stick, and that will like stretch it out. And I won't leave it like that for too long. This one's already still stretched, but I'm gonna pull it under there anyway. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more gel to my edges and slick them on down. And this brush I got from Baby Tress, and I actually got this from BeautyCon last year in New York. And I like that it has like a comb side on one side and then a brush side, because like when I need to comb hairs out like that and then brush it upwards, it makes it easy. Then with the comb side, I'll pull a little bit right here and go ahead and swoop that over with the brush side. And last but not least, I need to finish defining my curls. Some of them got lost in the process yesterday while I was sleeping, because I did just pull it up into a top knot and slept on my silk pillowcase. So just make sure it's still nice and wet. And sometimes I'll go in with gel on my hair, but I don't know, sometimes I don't. Usually I'll just use water, but I am gonna put a little gel in it before I start to finger curl it. I don't even know if that's what it's called. If I'm wrong, I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen. I am a new natural. Not a new natural, but I just started wearing my hair out natural recently, so excuse me if I don't know all the correct terminology, sis. But yeah, then I just start taking individual pieces. Like this one is not defined. I'm gonna take this piece and just curl it with my finger. That way, now it's like this. Cute. So I'm gonna just fast forward through this and start curling them up. And in the process, I am kind of pulling them downwards just so they are a little bit longer and flow down. And then the front part is always really important. That's what shapes and frames the face. So I'm just pulling it out so that I have some height at the top. And then I'll pull like these over to the side, so it's like a ponytail, but it's going to the sides, not so much in the face. I feel like you guys have seen my hair enough to know the texture. For all my naturals out there, please let me know what my texture is. I was thinking more of like a 4B. I don't know if it's 4A though, so somebody let me know what you think my hair texture is. Let us just know, because your girl hasn't been able to categorize it. I'll take this one out so you guys can see how this was able to be stretched. Now it's kind of hanging lower. And that's why I do that, just so I can have the little spirals on the side and they not just be super short spirals. And sometimes I'll do these too, like I'll pull it right underneath like my necklace, like that. And like while I'm doing my makeup or while I'm brushing my teeth or doing my skincare or whatever it is, I'll leave it like that. And then once I take it off, it'll be a little bit longer. So that is it for our cute little hair tutorial today. You guys have been asking me for hair tutorials, so I was like, I might as well just not do my hair before filming and just film it. I'm gonna skip through brows because nobody cares. Right, came back with brows and no eyelashes. I wanted to try out a couple new products today during this get ready with me. So first we're gonna hop into our primer, which is our regular Schmegula Milk Hydro Grip. And we are about to try a new foundation, well, that new to me. So I wanted to go in with a primer that I know works well. So I wanted to try out the Hello Happy Air Stick Foundations from Benefit. They did send me 4 shades. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these shades for you guys, just so you can see the shade range that they have available. So this range is from numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I'm gonna say that I probably can contour with number 12. This is like my baby's like foundation shade. Of course, she doesn't wear foundation yet, but I put it on her the other day and it looked like it was her complexion, but I can contour with that. I think 11 would go well for me. And I have never been crazy about stick foundations. The only one that I had used multiple times was the stick foundation from Colourpop. No, that's a lie. I also use the milk one. I do like the milk stick foundation. It goes on very smooth, and that's one thing I do like. Sometimes stick foundations do go on a little bit questionable or a little, you know, has a little tug to it. And I do like how this one does not have no tug to it. You know, I gotta get my neck. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend this with a brush. I don't know, it's still looking a little red to me. I think I might mix it with this lighter one. So while we're going in with concealer, and I'm using the Infallible Full Wear Concealer from Loreal, we are gonna quickly speak about the elephant in the room. I have been extremely down and just disheartened this week with everything that's going on with George Floyd in Minneapolis, and it is just, oh y'all, it's just a lot, especially being like from the neighborhood or that's right around the corner from where Mike Brown was gunned down. Like my mom's house is 2 minutes away from that location. Like that's the street I used to drive down to go to high school. It's just so sad that this kind of stuff is just still happening. First of all, it's not new. Just because it just started popping up within the past, what, how many years ago with Mike Brown, does not mean that this is new. Emmett Till, like look back at all the different things that have happened over the years. It's just that now everybody has a smartphone in their hand and you can look like you're texting but you're filming something. So it's just in the forefront now, but yeah, it's rough. Like just to know that this is happening and you fear for your family members, like that's the hardest part of it, because you have family that it could have easily been, or it could easily been me, because black women obviously are not separated from this target. And then it's so crazy too, because like my daughter asked me this morning, because she's on Instagram, you know, follows some little YouTubers that she likes, and she asked me, she was like, what is this Black Lives Matter movement? What is this? You know, and she's 9, so I feel like she's young enough to not had to know about it yet, and she's a girl, but I had to sit and explain it to her. And it's just hard because she's a kid. Like, you don't want children to live in fear or feel like they can't go places, or feel like it's just really sad. And I've just been praying for the families and praying for everyone involved in the situation, especially with like the protesters and stuff. I do not condone the looting that's going on, because at this point you're just thieving. You're just a thief. You ain't doing this for George Floyd or no type of movement out here looting businesses and black businesses on that. Besides that, I definitely stand with the protesters. I stand with the peaceful protest of this. You know, people are angry, and that's human nature for us to fight back. But I just wanted to speak on that real quick because guys, it has really been getting me down. I actually had another video planned for this week to come out on Sunday, but I was like, I just need to do a get ready with me and just chill with y'all and have it be a little more of a lighter a lighter type of video, since we all have been boggled down with this. But I would say just keep praying and do your part, you know, whatever you can do. If it's post, if it's spreading awareness, if it's donating, whatever it is, I just really think it's important that we all stand together right now for justice for Floyd and just Black Lives Matter movement in general. So we are going to use this to contour today. Oh, this is going to be a nice chill contour. I'm already liking how that looks. And I'm going to go a little bit down the nose as well. It's hard with a stick, especially when you're this far away from my mirror. I'm going to go ahead and buff this out. So yeah, you see how that's not like a super deep contour like we usually get with like the Infallible Fullwear and Coffee that I usually be using, that totally transforms that area of the skin. This one is more chill. Like you see the shadow, but it's not like super duper dark and contoured. I think that this might be one of my new contour sticks. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this one. Y'all look, my little swoop already messing up. See, sometimes when I need my baby hairs to just stay and stick in place, I will use my Got To Be Glued in the black bottle for my edges. And I only have a little bit of this left. She's been through a lot. I have been wearing wigs lately, but it's been mostly from me like flicking down my edges because it just stays there for so long. But I'm just gonna take a little bit for this area and slick her back down with my brush. I wanted to have this down and slicked before foundation and stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's moving the product on my face. And I'm brightening with this Conceal and Hydrate from Makeup Revolution, and this is in C12, and this is just to make us a little brighter down the nose and on the under eye. Yeah, I was dragging my blue beauty blender last video. It is time for her to retire, so that's why I'm not using her today. I think she's gonna get thrown away. I do have other beauty blenders. I just get so attached to certain ones, and that blue one, ooh, she been on my channel for a long time. But I think it is her dying day, so rest in peace, girl. You've been through a lot. She has been through a lot. Woo, rest in peace. But let's talk some life updates, guys. So I told you guys that I was getting into online dating a couple weeks ago. Some of y'all was like, girl, it's some crazies on there, and that is so true, y'all. I be running through these dudes. Okay, that sounded wrong. let me correct that, because I took my little, you know, quarantine hiatus, and it was actually a hiatus from so many things. I told you I got closer to God, rededicated my life to God, and I abstained from drinking any type of alcohol. I wasn't drinking my wine that I usually drink. I was just abstaining from some other behaviors that I gotten used to doing, and also obviously it was after my relationship, so I took the time to really figure out what do I want and what do I like, you know, and what is a deal breaker for me. So when I say I've been running through these dudes, I mean like with online dating, which is like the only option to meet people right now, which is coming to an end, which is good, but we're doing it with Mercier, by the way. But yeah, I just feel like I know exactly what I want. So when I talk to these guys or connect with different guys online, and the first time they say something that doesn't resonate with my spirit and who I am, like, I'm not talking about like a certain height or even like an amount of money that you make. Like, I'm not talking about superficial things like that. I'm talking about like the real stuff that you need in a partner, you know? Now, yes, I have gotten rid of somebody because he just, you know, didn't have his life together. Because I feel like you have to be like equally yoked in that situation. You have a choice to choose if you want to sign on to be with somebody who ain't got nothing, and you are, you know, progressing and you have things for yourself. It's okay to be with somebody or want someone who also is doing well for themselves. It don't mean you want their money. It don't mean that, you know, you have ill intentions. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that you want someone who's on your level or around your level, so that you don't be the one loaning money. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So I have gotten rid of some people for that. But it be mostly like stuff like, if you show me signs initially that you can't communicate, I'm not about to continue to entertain this. Like, that's situations where if it pops up in 6 months, then maybe we can work it out. But initially, boy, bye. Ain't nobody about to sign up for your struggle. And that's unrealistic to expect anybody to do that. But yeah, like sometimes people will like travel a whole lot. If that's not the lifestyle you want, then next. Or, you know, if someone doesn't, like I did have some guy that I was talking to, and I'm an extremely sensitive person. This guy was extremely insensitive. And that was something that I just couldn't cut. I don't care what else you bring to the table. I can't be with a man that's insensitive, because Maya's a crier and Maya's very, very sensitive, and I need a man that is going to cater to that. Definitely had my little roster of people that, you know, I've kind of gotten rid of, but I just know exactly what I want, and you're not about to waste my time, and I'm not gonna waste yours either. You know, I'm not about to sit around and act like I like you when I have all types of second thoughts and stuff. That's just not fair to you. It's not fair to me. I feel like I am going to continue with my online dating situation. It's going pretty okay at the moment. We're just gonna leave it at that, but it's going cool at the moment, so we're gonna see. We're just gonna keep rolling with the punches, praying to God to send me my king, and we are on the journey. So BUXOM has some new bronzers, guys. So they sent it to me. This is their Staycation Vibes Primer Infused Bronzer. This shade is a Backyard Bronze, and it is a lighter type of bronzer. It's not like a deep bronzer. It's more of a like add some vacation glow type of bronzer. So I was like, what the heck, let's just try and see if it shows up on the skin. This is a clean brush. I'm trying to see how it shows up on the brush. It low-key looks like a blush. Hold up, I don't see anything. Let me get my mirror up a little closer to see what it's doing. Okay, yeah, it's what I thought. It doesn't add any like bronze to you. It's kind of just like a vacation glow. Let me look, let me swatch this. Yeah, this is like a light, like glimmery bronzer. So this will be good for you if you don't like, you're not wearing makeup, maybe like a bare face. So I'm pretty sure you guys don't see any difference from before I put it on to after. So there is this pastel palette from Decca Scarlet that just came out in collaboration with Nessa Sunshine, but I can't find it. I just went shopping in my drawers. One's open, as you can see. Desperately trying to find that palette, and I couldn't find it. So we are going to do an affordable beat today, and we're gonna go in with some Revolution Pro palettes. I really do need to do better about trying to actually use the palettes that I have. I have so many, and I could be creating so many looks for you guys, so I want to do better about that, especially for like get ready with me's, or like for tutorials that don't really have to do with the eyes. I can really utilize some of my older palettes or some of the palettes that I have that I don't use that much, so that if you guys do happen to have them, I can give y'all some ideas or give you some good recommendations. So we are gonna play with color today. This is the new neutral smoked palette from Revolution Pro. We don't do blue very often, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna dip into the shade here in the corner, which is Aroma, and it is a matte blue shade. Ooh, and is it matte? And is it dark? This is my first time ever dipping into this palette. It is brand new, so I didn't know what kind of pigment or color pigmentation I was going to get, and I am pleasantly surprised. So I think I'm gonna shape my crease with this, but I just don't want to go too crazy because it is a very deep blue shade. So I want my lid color to kind of brighten this up a little bit. So I'm gonna use this angled brush from MOTD Come Through Contour Brush to blend this out or diffuse this out. And what a coincidence, the shade we're gonna use is called Diffuse. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this blending of these shadows is a little difficult. I'm going back into the brush that I used for the blue shade and kind of like pushing outward so that it's easier to blend into the next color. So even though I didn't want this to be super drawn out with the blue, I noticed on this one it needed a little help when I went to blend it, so I feel like that's gonna help us a lot. And I don't know if you guys can see, but that blue is kind of disappearing as well, so just gotta, you know, give it a little work. I'm just reinforcing the shade. On the lid, I'm going back with the access that was on this brush of my P. Louise base just to brighten it up a little bit and go over the edges with a brush to make sure it's diffused. And the shade I'm gonna go into is this color that's called Fuse, and it's like a blue shimmer shade. And with my finger, I'm just gonna place that on outer part of the lid. Okay, we can work with that. Yeah, I know I do more of my color looks like now. I put them on Instagram mostly. So I don't really do a whole lot of colorful looks on my YouTube because I want it to be more of a helpful place for you guys. And so I know everybody don't rock with the color, but every now and then, you know, I gotta hit you with the looks, babe. Got to. And I like doing this with my finger because it allows me not to have such precise placement, because I do want this to be a very blended look. So I'm hitting the lower lash line with a very thin line of that blue. I don't want it to be too blown out. I might actually go into Aroma a little bit more just to add some overlaying on the corners of that. So for the corners of this eye, I'm gonna go into the Revolution Pro Earth and Stone Color Focus eyeshadow palette. So let's see what color we're gonna put into the inner tear duct. So I decided to go for a mix between this gold and this pink shade to light up the inner part of this look. And we are gonna finish this off with a dramatic black liner. And I'm using my Sigma gel liner for this. So I added a blue Colourpop liner on the bottom lash line and some mascara. I want to add like some gold glitter at the top. Just to match with the inner part. So I'm gonna go into my Glitterly Obsessed from Colourpop and just kind of pat it over my blue shimmer up top, just to like tie, oh, too much? Hold up. Just to like tie it in with my inner corner highlight. I feel like that's gonna be really cute. Yes, it is cute. I love it. So I'm doing this while my lashes are drying, and I'm going into my lashes, which are from Morphe, and yes, queen. Okay, so real quick, it must be said that this foundation stick is not matte at all. It's not matte at all. I am getting very, I don't know how long I've been sitting here filming, but I have gotten extremely, not oily, but there's a sheen to it. So if you're a matte type of foundation person, might not be the one for you, because I already feel like I'd have to touch up. So I'm going into my Mented powder just with like a fluffy brush. So we're gonna finish off the face. Let's just pop into some highlighter. And I'm gonna use this Morphe highlighter, this high impact highlighter in Spark. And I'm using my finger because I want it to be more of a, you know, natural glow, not look like I just slapped on some highlighter with a brush. I feel like it's easier to like just blend it into the rest of the makeup when you're using your finger to blend it. And I've been really into using bigger brushes for my highlighter lately, just for a more blended highlight look. I feel like I just be evolving in these videos, but I've been loving doing this lately versus like I haven't used my fan brush from Sephora that I usually use for my highlighter in a minute. So I've been loving just a more blended highlighter look. All right, and for lips for this, I am going to, in fact, I'm gonna spray my face because I have just gotten ready to sit on the couch all day and edit for you guys. So I'm gonna spray my face so that she lasts all day through all the hard work I'm about to do. Of course, we're gonna go in with our Ultra Matte, since this foundation ain't keeping it matte, All Nighter from Urban Decay. And I need to press this in, not just dry it down, because I need some longevity today, even though I'm not technically going anywhere. So we're just gonna do some lip gloss today because these eyes are doing a lot, so we definitely don't want to go in with a color on the lips. I just got in PR these BUXOM full on plumping lip polishes, and these two stood out to me the most. This one is in Dylan, this one is in Charlie. I feel like this is gonna be more clear. Let me see what this one looks like. Regular smegular lip gloss. Now I'm interested just to see if this one has some color. This one, okay, this one in the tube looks yellow or goldish, but it's iridescent. It's like an iridescent pink, which is very weird. How they be doing that? I'm gonna use a little bit of both today. And these lip glosses are super thick, like super thick. Okay, so I'm gonna take off this very tacky green pajamas that's clashing with the blue eyeshadow real quick, and we're going to wrap this video up. All right guys, so as you can see, the hair is nice and dry. The curls are defined. Sometimes I feel like I just need to pull it out and up more just so it can have some more height and some more width. I just really just play with it to make it look how I want to. I'm happy that we were able to do something more creative and more colorful today. I have been enjoying giving you guys more natural looks, things that you guys can do on a regular schmegular basis. But today I was happy we were able to just do something more colorful and fun and just kick it. So thank you for hanging out with me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give me a big thumbs up, comment below, and let me know what you thought. Also, make sure you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.